When temperatures start to climb, there is one thing we all look for, a bit of coolness without feeling like there is a jet engine in the living room. Because let's be honest, classic fans are often very noisy, they take up space, and it is not always pleasant when the airflow hits your face for hours. And that is precisely why bladeless fans are so successful today. The problem is that between overpriced premium models, knockoffs that promise the moon, and devices that focus more on design than performance, it is not always easy to know which one to choose. So, in this video, we have prepared our top 4 best bladeless fans for 2026 based on the real value for money between performance, ease of use, build quality, and brand reliability. And stay tuned until the end, because the number 1 in this comparison is probably the most famous bladeless fan in the world. Even several years after its launch, it remains a true benchmark that many competitors are still trying to match to this day. As always, the product links are available in the description for more information. And now, let's move on to the comparison without further ado. Number 4, the ProBreeze Bladeless Fan. So the Bladeless Fan from the ProBreeze brand is the model that lets you discover this technology without necessarily spending a fortune. And honestly, that is also what explains its success. ProBreeze is a brand we see more and more often in air treatment and home comfort appliances. This is not an unknown brand that came out of nowhere. To start, this model offers several fan speeds, automatic oscillation, and above all, quite enough operation for a bedroom or an office, for example. What we also appreciate is how easy it is to use. There is no need to spend an hour on the settings. You set it up, choose your speed, and it works. For someone just looking to better handle the heat, it does the job perfectly. We think it is a consistent choice for small budgets. It already provides the main benefits of a bladeless fan while remaining affordable. So, if this is the model you are interested in, click the link in the description to get the best price right now. However, we will be honest, it also has some limitations, namely that the airflow remains more modest than on the higher end models in this comparison, but we will explain all that right after. The oscillation then is less wide than with some competitors. And finally, the build quality remains more basic, but actually if you are looking for a device that does more than just ventilate, number 3 offers an additional feature that many people appreciate in their daily lives. It is number 3, the Rowenta Eclipse Bladeless Fan. So the Rowenta Eclipse model is probably one of the most versatile models in this comparison. And what immediately sets it apart from the ProBreeze number 4 is that it doesn't just circulate air, it can also help purify the ambient air. You should also know that Rowenta is a brand that almost everyone knows, and when you invest in a device meant to run for several years, that is always reassuring. The filtration system will notably help capture some of the fine particles present in the room. Now obviously this is not a professional purifier, but for a bedroom or once again a living room, it really adds value in our opinion. We also appreciate its quiet operation with a particularly low noise level. You can clearly feel that we are moving up market compared to number 4 in this comparison. The ease of use is superior and the sense of quality is a bit more present. So, while the ProBreeze aims primarily to be accessible, this Rowenta model offers more comfort and versatility. So if you are sensitive to air quality or looking for a more versatile device, we think this will be a very interesting model. So if this bladeless fan interests you, click the link in the description to get the best current price. However, you should know that its price is significantly higher, that the purification remains a bonus rather than a replacement for a real purifier, and that the airflow is not necessarily the most powerful in this comparison. But actually, if your priority is above all to effectively cool a large room, then the number 2 in this comparison clearly moves into another category. It is the number 2, the Shark TurboBlade Bladeless Fan. So the Shark TurboBlade model is probably one of the most serious competitors to Dyson right now. We will explain all of that right after with the number 1 in this comparison. And honestly, when you look at its features, you understand why. First of all, Shark has improved tremendously in recent years. Today, the brand offers devices that no longer have much to envy from the market's historical benchmarks. This model stands out for its long-range air projection, its oscillation of up to 180 degrees, and its many speed settings. Basically, this means that the air is better distributed throughout the room. We avoid areas where it is too hot, while others remain poorly ventilated. And when using it, you feel it immediately. You can tell this model is clearly a step up from the Rowenta. The power is higher, and the room coverage is much more impressive. So, for many people, this Shark could even be the number one in this comparison since it offers very serious performance and a modern design. It's working top software. So, if this is the model you are interested in, click the link in the description to get the best price right now. However, regarding areas for improvement, we did note that its price is starting to get high, that it remains less iconic than the Dyson coming up in this comparison, and that some users still prefer the overall experience offered by the British brand. But then, why didn't we rank this model number one? Well, simply because the Bladeless Fan that follows remains the benchmark that most people have in mind when talking about bladeless fans, quite simply. It is the number one, the Bladeless Fan from the Dyson brand. So, this Dyson AM07 model is probably the most famous bladeless fan on the market, and even several years after its release, it remains one of the truly essential benchmarks. When many people imagine a bladeless fan, this is generally the model they have in mind, and it is no coincidence. Dyson has largely contributed to popularizing this technology with the general public. As soon as you turn it on, you quickly understand why it keeps such a reputation. The airflow is steady, the operation remains quiet, and above all, the whole thing exudes quality. The design is still just as modern despite the years. The finishes are excellent and the brand's reliability immediately inspires confidence. It is typically the kind of device you buy for several summers without any worries. You can feel it was built to last. So when using it basically, what changes is that the airflow will be more consistent. We have a device that is particularly pleasant for daily use, with a design that fits easily into almost any interior and a build quality that remains a benchmark in this segment. So, where the Shark impressed with its modernity and performance, the Dyson maintains an edge in the overall experience and the brand image built over the years. So yes, it will be a bit more expensive. Some competitors offer more features and it is not necessarily the best value for money, but at around 350 euros at the time of filming this video, it remains for many the premium benchmark in its category. So if you are simply looking for the most iconic bladeless fan on the market, the one that has built its reputation over the years and continues to inspire confidence in thousands of users, then this Dyson AM07 model remains an extremely solid choice. So, this is the model that might interest you. Click the link in the description to get the best current price. And that's it, we've already reached the end of this ranking. So, to give you a quick summary, for the most affordable model, we recommend the ProBreeze fan. If you are looking for a more versatile device with air purification, then the Rowenta Eclipse is a very good option. For a high-performance model capable of competing with the best benchmarks on the market, then the Shark TurboBlade could easily be one of the best models on the market, in our opinion. And finally, if you really want the classic benchmark for bladeless fans, then we would recommend the Dyson AM07. So if this video helped you make a purchase decision, don't hesitate to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to support our work and not miss our next comparisons. In the meantime, we thank you for watching this video and we will see you very soon for another comparison.